Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. And today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make whoopie pies from a box cake mix. This is easy. And then we're going to make some Russian buttercream to fill them. And that is very easy too. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put all our goodies in here. We're going to head to the pantry and get this mixing. Okay, this is easy. I'm doing strawberry today. You can use any kind of cake mix you want, but I'm doing strawberry. And I think I'm going to do a double batch. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to dump my cake mix in there, the whole thing, both bags. I'll put the recipe for a single batch, but I'm using a double batch, okay? We're also going to do pudding, and I'm using vanilla for this. You know, if you're going to do chocolate, then you're going to want to use chocolate. But pretty much vanilla for any other kind. You could use the vanilla in a chocolate cake mix. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you have. All right, so let me toss this out. We've got eggs. We're going to need 6 eggs. Look at the size of my eggs, friends. I got one hen that's laying those big old eggs, and that's the normal size. These look like duck eggs, but they're all chicken eggs. See that? Beautiful, aren't they? So we're going to have that. We need 6 eggs. We're going to need 1 1/3 cups of water. We'll get that. There's our water. We're going to do 1 cup of oil here because I'm doubling this, remember. We're going to crack these eggs. And I believe these are double. And they're beautiful. I'll put it right in my chicken bucket. Beautiful size eggs. I'll put those in there first. I'm putting everything in here because I'm just going to mix it in my big old mixer. Okay, there we go. Gorgeous. I'm going to put 1 extra egg in there because those double yolkers, they were a little smaller than normal. All right, let me put this away. That is all we need, friends. For our mix. I'll meet you in the pantry and we'll get mixing this. Okay, friends. We need to put this in here first. I'm going to just mix that up just a little bit. Bust those eggs up. Okay. All right, now I gotta plug it in because I don't keep it plugged in. Okay. I love my new mixer. I'm telling you, because I make so much for my market stand, this is fantastic. Okay, we're going to go real slow with this to start out. Okay? Now, a little bit quicker. Okay, now I'm going to turn on when it's intended. High speed. There we go. And it's rattling everything. Ah! Okay, we don't need it that fast. Okay, friends, I'm going to put this down and scrape down the sides. And it does look pretty good. Okay. I love this mixer. I say that all the time. I love the guard. Watch this. It will not run without this guard. Listen, it shuts off as soon as I open it up. Isn't that something? That's wonderful. Okay, that is ready. Beautiful. All right, friends, I'll meet you in the kitchen. Okay, we're gonna make this best we can. Come on, this thing is enormous. Oh, well, we'll see. We got this. So we'll get all that out of there best we can. Okay. We're not going to get it any better than that. Those are tightly together. Okay. So we have got our oven set to 350. And all I'm going to do with these is lay those down on my trays and my other one over here. Okay, and I'm using a medium-sized scoop, okay? And I'm just gonna scoop this just like so. You want a good couple inches apart so they don't run into each other. Get this going. You know, that's all I'm going to put in there is 12. If I was making them smaller, normally you might want to make them smaller, but I'm selling these in my market stand, so I want them hefty. I'll do another one. And then I'll get these all baked off. While these are baking, in between baking, we'll go ahead and make our Russian buttercream, which is real easy to make. Okay, that's all you do. Once my oven reaches temp, 350 degrees, I'm going to put these in there, and they're only going to bake for 10 to 13 minutes, and that's depending on your oven. So, I'll see you back here when we get ready to make the buttercream, the Russian buttercream, while these are all baking. Okay, friends, we are going to put our mixer back in our machine. Okay? Now, we're going to do Russian buttercream. And many of you might be thinking, oh my God, that looks like, or it's going to be just too hard. It's just going to be too hard because it's Russian buttercream, and buttercream is hard to make. Russian buttercream, friends, is like 4 ingredients. And if you use salted butter, it's only 3 ingredients. Very simple. See, I'm going to double the batch. We're going to use, I'm doubling it. I'm going to use 1 pound of butter, real butter. Mine's unsalted. So I'm going to need salt, which will give me 4 ingredients. An Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk or an off-brand sweetened condensed milk, it doesn't matter. Either or. I'm going to use 2 of them. And my clear vanilla. You can buy this. People say, where do you get that clear vanilla? I buy this at, well, obviously Walnut Creek. But this one in particular, I got up at the Mennonite store. And it's $3.50. I mean, it's for that great big bottle. That's not a bad price. But it's clear. We're going to use a little bit of that too. So, we're going to get busy with this. Because we got to whip this butter into shape, you know. And this, I'm telling you, it's not too sweet. It's not overly sweet like buttermilk or buttercream frosting can be. This is heavenly. I'm telling you, it's divine. And it's not too sweet. And it just makes that whoopie pie taste just wonderful. Okay. My butter's really soft. You pretty much just want room temperature butter. Mine's been sitting out for a day and a half, 2 days, something like that. Ooh, come on. The recipe calls for 2 sticks of real butter, salted or unsalted, it doesn't specify. 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, any brand. Like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of vanilla. And that's all the ingredients is. Real simple. But we got to whip the tar out of that butter. Okay? And it's going to whip for a while. Because you want it nice and fluffy and you want a lot of air into that butter. We're going to turn this and we are going to whip. I got to lean on this. Otherwise, watch. The whole thing rattles, shakes, and rolls. You know what? I'm going to do... That's not enough. I got to whip it. So I got to go to this high speed. And I'm just going to have to stand here. Because this is going to have to whip for about, I say 5 or 6 minutes at least. And I'll just hold the table up. We'll see you when it's done beating. Whipping. Alright, friends. We are going to scrape down these sides. All right, there we go. It's getting light and fluffy, but it's not quite done yet. A little more. All right. We'll give it another few minutes. Oh, I love this thing. It's so big you could get seasick looking in there. I'm trying to hold my table. I'm going to have to take and put it on my butcher block here. Put my butcher block back by the window. I think it would, too many of this and it would break down this table. Although this table is rated for 700 pounds, but it's like doing the cha-cha over here. I'm going to call that good. And I'll show you. See how light and fluffy that is? That butter? Beautiful. That's what you want. Okay, so with this, I don't have any salt. So I'm only going to use very little. Maybe a half teaspoon. Okay. It's going to call for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I used a half tablespoon, which is a teaspoon and a half, so. All right. Now, I also need to grab, that won't fit in here, so I'm going to take the lids off these, and then I will grab my little rubber spatula to scrape these. Okay, so with this, I'm going to put a nice amount of this in there. Okay. And we're going to whip this, but I'm going to add a little bit at a time. I'm going to probably add it in about 3 sections. Then I'll whip it real good. This table is, I am so sorry. There we go. I don't want to waste anything in there. I'm going to do a little bit of this one. Okay. Now we're going to whip the tar out of this, I'm telling you. And your butter can, or the whole thing could separate. But don't worry, because if you just pop it into your refrigerator and let it get cold again, it'll whip back into shape. It's usually when it gets too warm it does that. Okay? So here goes the rest of this. Sometimes I have to cool it down, chill it down. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. It's a cool, rainy day, so maybe I'll get lucky today. Okay, here we go. I'll let that whip, and then I will scrape down the sides. I want to scrape down these sides. Man, this mixer, I love this thing. You can get right in there and scrape it right down. Okay. That's good. Let it whip now for a little bit. Okay. We may have to whip this up. So. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Let me put it back on there. It is looking good. It might just need to be whipped a little bit. We'll keep going. Okay, it's holding its shape. So, this is nice. I don't need to whip it anymore. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to show you. See how that does? Gorgeous. Let's go fill our Whoopie Pies. Okay. We don't need that. We're going to flip. These are Mr. Wayna's favorite. But we're going to flip every one over. Every other one over. Okay. There we go. We are set. Now, you can take and let me get this off here. Do you want the beater? Mr. Wayna, well, he'll love that. It is good stuff. You would think it would be sickening sweet and buttery, but it really isn't. It's creamy. How do you like that beater?
Big.
That thing would beat you in a fight. Okay, so with this, you can make this real you can get all fancy if you want, but watch. That's all I do. I put a nice gob of this on there. You can put this in a pastry bag and pipe it out real fancy. Doesn't matter. But I'm not going to do that. I just load it up. With a scoop. And then I wrap these up and I put them out in my refrigerator outside. And that's my market stand. Okay, now see how I do? Put that on there and it just squishes down and it's beautiful. See, I'll show you because I'm far away. I should get you up closer. See, I put a scoop of that buttercream. Beautiful, look. Gorgeous. It makes a gorgeous little Whoopie Pie. Absolutely. And once these go into the fridge and they set up, they're wonderful. And they stay nice. And they're cute little Whoopie Pies.
Well, hello, friends. We're gonna try the Whoopie Pie. Good.
There you go. Good stuff. That is good, isn't it? I'll get these done and wrapped. You see how nice they turn out. Absolutely beautiful. I'll put the recipe for these in the description box and you give them a try because they are wonderful. And you can use any cake mix you want. You can use homemade if you want. I'm going to do pumpkin ones. I'm going to do all kinds of them. We'll give this one a try. That's really good. That really is good with strawberry. Who would have thought? I made the strawberry because that's Mr. Wayna's favorite. I want him to try them. These are good. I'm going to go enjoy my Whoopie Pie. And then I'm going to come back and get these wrapped up because I'm going to do chocolate ones too. Okay, friends. I just wrap them up like so. And I set them in here because then I go ahead and I label them and they go out in my market stand. And I store them out there in the refrigerator so that buttercream stays nice and cool and that they stay beautiful. Wow. So you want to give me fits. There we go. That's all I do. I'll show you one more. That's it. Well, okay, friends. I have got my Whoopie Pies all packaged. And I just put the tag right on the outside to secure the plastic wrap down. And it works good that way. These will be nice. And they sell like crazy. So if you do bake sales or anything like that, Whoopie Pies, they do sell nice. People love them. And then once I get these all sealed up with the, and I sell them for $1.50. They fly off the shelf, just like my brownies. I sell them for $1.50 each, and they fly right off my shelves. So if you're gonna do a bake sale, these are a hot seller. I'm telling you. You can make them any flavor you want. You can do them all homemade, or you can do the cake mix, Whoopie Pies. Those are good too. And imagine that. I miscounted. Ha! So I got 2 more to write up here. And I write Whoopie Pie, $1.50, and I write strawberry. Short and sweet. All right, friends. I will show these to you in just a second. And within 2 days, half of those will be gone. As soon as they discover they're out there. So take a look, friends, at my beautiful Whoopie Pies. Don't they look lovely? I hope you give this recipe a try, friends. These are wonderful, and they freeze well, too. If you want to make some extras up just for your family, for desserts, for busy nights, or, you know, a snack or a treat, or if you're planning a bake sale, you can make these up ahead of time and freeze them. They freeze beautifully. I have sold these right out of my freezer before. So you all have a wonderful day. Listen, I'll put the recipe in the description box. Give them a try. I'll see you in the next video, friends. And as always, thanks for watching.